Hello, Seafood Joanne here, and welcome back. Hi. This is what we're going to talk about today: training intelligently for longevity. Now, I'm going to have a 4 series to this. That means we're going to really give you. I'm going to give you a summary today, and then we're going to kick off the next other 3 series. We're going to get really deep into it, and that is going to be pretty exciting. So, what is this all about? Training intelligently for longevity. Well, first and foremost, I'm sure you've heard this, but you are what you eat. Yeah, we are what we eat. And the most important one is another one that I feel really strong about, is you are what you believe. Now, what does that mean? I am what I believe. That means if you put off, say you want to get in shape, say you want to get better, say you are eating certain foods, and you believe that, hey, you know what? It's not going to happen. Never mind, forget it. I don't have time. It's not for me. Genetically, this is the way I am. You know what? I'm older now, and so my body's slowing down, and I got to just live with what I got. Oh well, this is the way life is for me. It sucks. Move on. Let's go on. That's it. Blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? That's what you believe, therefore that's what's going to happen. So you've got to change your mind thought about what you want. And that is like train your brain. Exactly. You got to train your brain. You got to think of what is it that I want and stick with it. And that's what we're going to talk about when we get into more detail. It's about how to train the brain, how to get the mind state right for you to succeed and not sabotage yourself. So you are what you believe, so therefore thought plus faith and belief creates. So that's what happened to me when I was, 35 just starting martial arts, and then at 40, 45 wanted to train competitively in a kickboxing art. If I believed what a lot of people were saying about my age at that time, that you're going to be fighting 20-year-olds, there's no way. And besides, I don't think genetically, or secondly, or maybe you're too late for your genetics, you should have done that when you were 20, that you are now at your age going to be able to get your body in shape to be a competitor. There was no way. In fact, give it up. This is really not going to work for you. Did I believe that? Heck no. Did I find something to anchor me to make sure that I would not buy into that? You bet. You know what I saw? And I know this is going to sound really, really kooky or very odd, or maybe very romantic. I saw the cobblestones of Paris. I said, you know what? That is where I want to go. That's where I want to fight. I'm going to be in that next World Series, World's Championship, International World's Championship in Paris. I'm going to be there. I'm going to see cobblestones. So that was an anchor for me. And then the rest, because I love working out, I love moving around, I love physical expression. So that was something that needed to be there as well. I liked moving. And then the rest followed from there, nutrition, everything else. But I had to make, which is the most number one thing that we're going to talk about as well, is making a decision. If you do not have a decision made in your psyche, there's no way that you are going to show up because you don't have a decision. You're humming and hawing. Maybe tomorrow, next week, Monday, when the wind and temperature is right. All that is not making a decision. So that is another one that we would discuss. The next, of course, is physical expression. What to do actually. Right? What do you do when you are exerting yourself, and how to exert yourself, and how to train yourself, how to ease up? It depends, of course, where you are in your age, yes, how out of shape you are, an injury, that we will discuss, how you can ease into that or get right into it because you're at a certain stage that you're able to. And of course, the most important segment will be that we seem to buy into all sorts of, and it can go all sorts of directions, is what you put in your mouth. What is your nutrition? What is your food? And you are what you eat. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to follow the way I do it or other people do it. You've got to now realize that you are your own biology project. You've got to find out what works. But there is an obvious part here, that if you are eating a great deal of processed foods, and there's foods that are not real foods, and you can't even pronounce the things that you're eating, then chances are you're gonna get what you don't want, and that is what? Fat, right? Now, fat, what does that mean? Fat means that there's things going on that is connected to fat that you don't want in your body for health purposes. It's not about losing the fat percentage or losing weight. It's about getting your body healthy, your mind healthy, your spirit healthy, so you can get the results that you want. Because again, every athlete and every bodybuilder that I knew, and I was a competitor athlete as well in kickboxing and as a figure competitor, which was like a bodybuilder, but looking like you're doing a fashion. Anyway, let's not get into that. I want you to just hear me for this part, and then we're going to move on and we'll get to the next series. Is that the way you look at yourself and the way you feel is going to determine the success of this. No matter what age you are, no matter where you come from, what your genetics is, you can change now going forward because of, one, your attitude, because of your decision, and because of your belief that you can and you see it. And that's really the most important part of this. And you know what? We are 95% of what we eat. So that takes a big step in how to succeed as well. Now, I know you're saying, hey, I want to be able to eat whatever I want and do whatever I want because I have freedom of choice. Well, guess what? That freedom of choice, you've got to recognize too that the foods that you're eating, that what they put in it is designed for you to get hooked in it. It is designed for you not to have freedom of choice because it is designed for you to want more and you don't feel satisfied because it lacks nutrients, it's not real food. Or it literally purposely has salt, fat, and sugar, so you're enticed, your body wants it. We're going to talk about that and why. So I hope you come back to my next segments because it's going to be exciting and you are going to succeed and you are going to get the results you want. Healthy and happy. See you then.
Siva Joanne when she was 46.